Well, good morning and welcome to First Things First. Um, let's see, I'm not sure if anything is actually working this morning for me. Check. Well, it looks like the sound is working, but my video is frozen for some reason. Let's see. Check. Okay, well, we're going to try it anyways and see what happens here, and just bear with us. Uh, don't you just love technology? we Seems like we always have or always have difficulties and problems trying to get the technology to work and get everything going the right way, and then whenever I do uh, get things finally going, it seems like I mess up on the verses, which I did yesterday. Yesterday, I actually read what was supposed to have been for today's devotional. I read Romans chapter 8, verses 38 and 39, and that was supposed to be for today's. Well, yesterday's was actually supposed to have been Romans 8, 35 through 37, and I'll just back up a little bit and go from there. It all runs together. It all works together anyways, so I'm glad that the Bible works itself out, and we can kind of backtrack and see. And yesterday we were talking about who shall separate us, or we are more. Excuse me. We are taught yesterday about being more than conquerors and being persuaded. But verse 35, as we back up, it talks about it a little bit more. It says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulations or distress or persecutions or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? As it is written, for thy sakes we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us." And this morning, truly, if we look at this and we think about these things, that first verse that we read this morning in verse 35 says, "Who shall separate us from the love of God?" The only one that can separate us, and thank you, Pam, for letting me know that the video's frozen, but the sound is good. At least I know the sound is good, so appreciate that, and thank you for joining us this morning. But as we were saying there, who shall separate us from the love of Christ? We are the only ones that can separate us from the love of Christ. We're the only ones that can walk away from it. It's not anybody that comes up to us and tries to take it away. They cannot take anything away from you as far as salvation, as far as our hope in Christ. This morning, here it is. It says, "Shall tribulations or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword," nothing can take it away. And Paul knew right well what he was talking about here, because he had went through all of these things. He had went through the tribulations. He had went through distress. He had went through the persecutions. He had been thrown in prison. He had been beaten. He had been whipped. He had been left for dead. Had been stoned and left for dead. And there was so much that Paul had went through, but yet Paul said, "Listen, it doesn't matter anything, whatever is going on, there's nothing that can separate you from the love of Christ," this morning. And truly, this morning, as we look at that and we think about that, as we go through the day, that is a great hope that we have, knowing that nobody can come along and take it. You know, a thief can come in and take away your stuff that you've got in the house. You might have Ladies might have some jewelry, or the guys might have guns or something, or vice versa. These days you never know, but they can come in. A thief can come in and take some of that stuff away. But this morning, nobody can break into you and take away your salvation. Nobody can come in and take away your love for God. The only one that can separate you from God's love and God's grace is you yourself, if you choose to walk away. And I hope that you don't. I hope that you'll keep on going and knowing that that God is going to take care of you, and that we're going to yes, we're going to have struggles, and yes, the thief is going to come. As a matter of fact, John 10:10 says, the thief cometh not but for to kill, for to steal and to kill and to destroy. But Jesus said, I am come that you might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. And this morning, as we think about that, nobody can come in and take away. Even the devil cannot come in and take it away. He'll try his best to, and he will tempt you to put it down and lay it down, but he can't take it away from you. That's a gift that God has given to you that no man can take away. So this morning, as we go forward, just remember that we have got God on our side, and we have got this great gift where Jesus said, I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. We have that abundance of life this morning. We have that abundance of hope this morning because of what Jesus Christ did for us. So if we have that, and we have Jesus, who shall separate us from the love of Christ? There's nobody that can. Nobody can take that away from you. So this morning, as we go through this day, I hope that the Lord will bless you and strengthen you. I hope that you'll stay safe today. It's a little mixture of things going out there on the weather front. It had snow earlier, and it turned to ice, and now it's raining. So you never know what we're going to get here in East Tennessee. So we're encouraging you to be safe and be careful this morning if you have to get out. But be known to you this morning that we are praying for you, and I hope that you have a very blessed day, and I hope to see you tomorrow, and we'll work on some of these technical difficulties and see if we can't try to keep things getting a little bit better here. So